Well, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. I hope you all had a wonderful day and wonderful night. Continue to have a wonderful day and wonderful night. Sorry about the whole sporadicity about, I don't even know if that's a word, but the sporadicness of all the posts and all that stuff. Trying, it's just a bit difficult with classes and projects and stuff. Try my best. Might be a little bit delayed, etc. You're all absolutely wonderful. And with this learning, everyone can always know that they're always wonderful, always will be, and that there's always a way out. Asara Doros Minoach Viad Avraham, and we're doing Pirkei Pasuk Gimel. Leodia Kama Erchapayim B'fanav Shekola Doros Hayu Machisin Uvain Ad Sheba Avraham Avinu Shemikibel Tzecharas Kulam. There were 10 generations from Noah to Abraham to show the degree of his patience. For all those generations angered him increasingly until our forefather Abraham came and received the reward of them all. And so it's that the 10 generations that after the fact of after the flood is that you have the Tower of Babel, etc. And it's all these different generations continuing angering Hashem. And so it's that God's patience with, according to the Pirkei, God's patience with this generation is actually more than the last generation, because you would have thought that since that generation saw and heard about the flood, they would have been more scared straight. And so since they still acted out and broke all the laws, Hashem acted with greater patience. And so is that according to Rav, Abraham's deeds equaled all the good deeds that all the other generations could have done, and so he was the one that got the reward for all of them. The Machzor and the Meiri say that actually that Abraham got the reward because he was the one that brought humanity back to Hashem, and that according to Israel, is that Abraham's reward was that he was given the privilege of being the one who would actually implement God's will in the world. Originally, it could have been all of mankind, but via the fact that these 10 generations, it was only limited to Abraham and his descendants. And so Sefer Moshe actually explains differently that Hashem lavishly rewards the righteous one that comes after the wicked ones, because he denies all those previous inclinations, all those previous things that he was taught was right, and instead does what is really right. And so the Sfas Emes talks about, it's like, what reward would they have deserved in any case? As the Mishnah is saying, it like angered him increasingly. So it's that we know that Hashem is the epitome of goodness and wants to always bestow goodness. And so he's been waiting to give people things. And so since all these generations were frustrating Hashem's will to be able to give, it's like a host creating a magnificent meal and the guests never showing up. And so when Abraham finally showed up, Hashem was able to actually really bestow that goodness. And thanks so much for listening. Hope you all have a wonderful night.